Hey babes, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my updated hygiene routine. We're going to walk through my shower routine, oral care, and skincare to show you guys how I keep my body pH balanced, moisturized, and smelling good. As always, all of the products will be listed down in the description box, so please let me know if you have any questions. Let's go ahead and get started into the routine. I'm going to start by hopping in the shower, and the first thing that I usually do is just go ahead and soak my entire body before we go into any type of products, just to make sure that my body is receptive to anything that I'm about to put on my skin. So I like to start off with bar soap just because I feel like body wash doesn't necessarily clean you as good unless you have like a bar soap or a base soap under it. So I like to go in with the Dove fragrance-free bar soap. I use fragrance-free personally just because I have psoriasis and eczema, so my skin doesn't really tolerate fragrance well. Also, it is better that you use fragrance-free soaps and things like that, just because, or at least sensitive skin, just because you don't want to throw off your pH balance, especially in your hoo-ha area. So definitely, if you don't use it already, definitely use a fragrance-free soap or body wash in your hoo-ha area, just to make sure that everything is still balanced down there. So I like to just go in again all over my body with this soap before I start to go in with anything else. And I just pretty much lather my body up 2 or 3 times, and yeah. So I like to go in with a kojic acid soap into my underarms just because my underarms are extremely dark, and I know it's from shaving. However, I just don't see a reason to wax my underarms just because the hair goes back extremely fast. So I prefer shaving my underarms and then just using the kojic acid bar to lighten up the dark areas. So then I'm going to go ahead and go into my shave routine. I use the Shea Butter Sensitive Skin by EOS Shave Cream. And I just use like a regular razor. This one I believe is by Soleil, if I'm not mistaken. I'll find it and then I will link it below, of course, because I believe I got it off of Amazon in like a 10-pack. I personally, I don't see a reason to invest in like a super fancy razor. You know, these regular $1, $2 razors work well for me as long as I use them with like the right shaving cream. I haven't had any issues with like pricks or cuts or anything like that. So, but as you can see, I got a very clean shave under my arms. Shout out to EOS. This is the best shave cream ever. Now, one thing I will say is I don't use the shave cream on my legs simply because my legs are farther away from my eyes and I need to be able to see exactly what I'm doing. So when I shave my legs, the only thing that I use is that Dove fragrance-free soap. And that pretty much does the job. I still get a very clean shave whenever I just use regular soap. So that's what I'm using here on my legs instead of that shaving cream. So now that we're all shaved, everything's clean, we can just go in and pretty much lather ourselves up. I like the Raw Sugar Simply Body Wash. The green tea, cucumber, and aloe vera does wonders for my skin, y'all. And when I tell y'all, it literally, like, it's the best body wash that I have ever used, because even other fragrance-free body washes have broken me out. I still cannot fathom like the thought of that, and I have no idea what it is outside of the fragrance that could possibly be breaking me out. So yeah, this is the first body wash that I've ever used where I've never reacted to it. So this is the only thing that I use. Plus it smells super bomb. Like the green tea extract in it is just, it's chef's kiss. Like it lathers very well. I feel squeaky clean. There's no type of film being left on my body afterwards. Like, it's amazing. It's a 10 out of 10. I definitely recommend. And it's sensitive enough to use in your hoo-ha area. So if you don't want to use a fragrance-free soap, you can use this in your feet areas. Also, don't forget to wash y'all's feet, okay? Like, wash your feet, sis. Don't think that you could just let the soap and the water run down on your feet and that's clean. Absolutely not, girl. Give them a little scrub. It's not going to hurt you. So the last thing I like to do before I get out of the shower is do the exfoliation process. I like to use the Raw Sugar Scrub. This one is the mango. Actually, this is the only fragrance from their collection that hasn't broken me out. And I'm not sure exactly like what it is in the other ones, because I also have the lemon and then I think it was like pomegranate or something like that. And both of those two broke me out. But this one, chef's kiss. Like, it does what it needs to do. And as you can see, like, my skin is very moisturized. So also, the way to know if your skin is moisturized or dry is to see how the water sits on your skin. So if it sits on top of your skin after a shower, you're well moisturized. If it soaks into your skin before you even get out, you're definitely having dry skin. So then we're just going to go into my oral care routine. I start by flossing. Usually I would go ahead and do mouthwash before I do anything. However, I did run out of mouthwash before I filmed this video. I know it's so on brand for me to be missing something. But then I just go in with my toothbrush and my toothpaste, brush my teeth, and then after I brush my teeth, I always make sure that I sanitize my toothbrush. I got this Brill off of Amazon. I believe it was like $30 maybe, and it works wonders. Also, do not forget to scrub your tongue. I also got this Aura brush off of Amazon. Y'all, it's super cheap. Do not skip out on scrubbing your tongue, okay? Like, I don't care what anybody says. You could brush your teeth 1,000 times, but if you do not scrub off your tongue, your mouth is full of germs and your breath is gonna stink. I don't care who told you that it's not, because it is. So I'm just going in with my Jazz Clear face serum. I actually don't grow hair that much on my face. I only grow it like on the outer edges of my jawline, which is crazy. But I just go ahead and do the whole face anyways. So I lather my face in oil. Some people use like Vaseline or any type of like thick type of paste or petroleum or anything like that. I personally just love to do it as an oil because one is hydrating my skin as I'm dermaplaning, but also it gives me a smooth and easy shave. So the only tool that I use for this is the Venus. There are better ones than the Venus. However, again, I don't see a reason to like invest in something like super high tech or fancy or anything like that because I don't use it often. I only dermaplane my face like once a month. So yeah, if you do it more than that, then it may be worth an investment to get something better. But to me, this one works perfectly fine. So the Lippy Car is no secret. It's nothing new to y'all. Y'all have seen me use this in several of my vlogs. I use the Lippy Car A+ by La Roche-Posay. I use their face wash and their moisturizing cream on my face because when I tell y'all, I don't know what it is, but this gets my face so clean, like no other face wash has ever done. It also keeps me moisturized. So usually when I wash my face, when I use other products, my face will immediately dry out. Like, I don't even have to dry it with a towel because of the fact that it will literally, my skin will soak up all the water. So this one, again, I noticed that my skin tends to let the water sit because it's so moisturized from the wash. So that's why I stick to this, and I've been sticking to this literally for about the past year and a half. Probably never going to change up this part of my routine, like ever. Okay, so now these are the truth. I didn't start using eye gel patches literally until a couple months ago, but I'm so glad that I finally got influenced. So these are the Peter O. Thomas collagen eye mask. And when I tell y'all, at first I was like, okay, these aren't going to work. But y'all, they definitely do work. I noticed like the puffiness under my eyes definitely goes away after I let these sit for a while. So 10 out of 10 recommend. And of course, I can't forget my lip balm because it is early in the morning versus at night. I am going to use the Aquaphor lip balm that has SPF in it in case I decide that I want to leave the house today, which I have no intentions on doing, but just in case, I want to make sure that my lips have sunscreen on them because I just got them neutralized literally three or 4 days ago. But ever since I got my lip fillers and lip neutralization, I always make sure that there's SPF in my lip balm. So these are the many different products that I use throughout my skincare routine. They are interchangeable with different things, but this is what I'm using as of right now for the summer. So starting with the Eucerin, I like to go in with a base lotion just to make sure that my skin is hydrated for several hours. Also to keep my skin feeling a bit smooth. Okay, y'all, now I have raved about this Josie Maran whipped argan oil butter. It is just kiss. By far my absolute favorite. body butter I've ever used in my life. So I usually just mix it with this argan oil that I got off of Amazon by Valona. I used to use the Josie Maran argan oil. However, not gonna lie to y'all, it's $50 and it did nothing for me. Like, it's regular argan oil. So I just bought like this $16 bottle that is like 6 times the size of the Josie Maran, and I just used that because it's no need to pay $50 for some argan oil. So that's that. Okay, so anyways, let's just go ahead and put on some pajamas. I am going to go in with the fragrance-free gel deodorant by Necessaire. I like to use this after a shave just to make sure that I'm not irritating my underarms or anything, because like I told y'all earlier, your girl has very sensitive underarms, like from razor bumps to just burns in general. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah. Any other day, I would use the Original Clean or the powder by Dove. Also, I like to use Degree in between my legs and my hoo-ha area because it is summer and your girl sweats really bad. So those are the 2 things that I use. I also like to use a fragrance whenever I'm walking around the house or in bed, not just when I leave. So today's fragrance of choice is the Burberry Her. It is a very lightweight fragrance to just have, you know, over your pajamas or anything like that. So that's why I like to use that one around the house as well. It's like when I'm just running typical errands. So those were all of my product faves. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.